Psalm 19. The glory of God is revealed in both the natural world and His law. Verses 1 to 6. The heavens declare God's glory, and the sun's movement is described as a joyful, purposeful journey. Verses 7-11. God's law is described as perfect, righteous, pure, and enlightening, bringing joy and wisdom. Verses 12 to 14. The psalmist recognizes his own sinfulness and asks for forgiveness and guidance. Psalm 24. This psalm focuses on God's sovereignty and the qualities of those who can approach Him. Verses 3 to 6. The psalm describes the characteristics of those who can ascend God's holy hill, emphasizing clean hands and a pure heart. Verses 7 to 10. The psalm calls for the gates to be lifted up to welcome the King of Glory, who is the Lord, strong and mighty. The overarching themes of both psalms remind us of God's presence in our lives and the importance of righteousness in our approach to Him. Together, Psalm 19 and Psalm 24 invite us to recognize the majesty of God in our surroundings and the necessity of purity in our hearts. These psalms encourage us to look beyond ourselves and see the divine hand at work in creation and within our moral compass. By meditating on these scriptures, we find a deeper appreciation for God's communication through nature and the law that guides our lives. The messages in Psalms 19 and 24 remind us that true fulfillment comes from aligning our lives with the divine truths revealed in both creation and Scripture. As we reflect on these themes, we are called to embrace the beauty of God's creation and the righteousness required to approach Him with sincerity. Ultimately, these psalms inspire us to live lives that reflect God's glory and to cultivate hearts that are pure and ready to receive His presence. Through these reflections, we are reminded to cherish both the natural world and the sacred teachings that guide our hearts towards righteousness. In our pursuit of faith, we discover that God's creation not only reveals His power, but also invites us into deeper relationships